Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right around the 26 with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now a play fake here on first down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran James Harrison. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now Bell. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll try and run it in with Bell. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They'll go again with Bell. And now running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
These two. Hurry up, let's go. 2.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. It's James. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. In motion, Hill. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first. In motion, Hill. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on 3rd and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up 4th down.
So they recover the fumble in plus position, but they can't go anywhere. In fact, they go backwards, but they do get a field goal out of it.
They'll take the 3, but in a lot of ways, they feel like they let themselves down by not capitalizing, and they
oh, that is going to be a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tyreek Hill, he had the 2 fastest plays in the NFL last year. One on a kick return, one on a punt return, topping out at 23.24 miles per hour.
That's advanced analytics right there. Our guy Marvin, know what he said? He's really fast.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
In motion, Hill. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 1st down, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. A swing pass caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. James has it, and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 34 yards. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation, because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out now the Chiefs' offensive unit ready to do battle again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Eluding the pressure right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got a man, complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wilson snags it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that, because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers. And
isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
So, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. These two. Got three. Three down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And Boswell's kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
So the D-line's going to spread out. So after the INT, here's Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up fourth down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And Wilson has it. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 22 on that one. And that'll be good for a KC first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. In motion, Hill. On second down, here's Mahomes. And to the left side here, Wilson. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They run again with Hunt. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. On 3rd down, that's Hunt, and he is leveled. Knocked down hard. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And he motions the wide receiver. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, shifty. Whoa. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle and the extra.